welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine. I go as Jasmine Core on Instagram and TikTok. If you guys are loving this Emily Sugar Skull look, keep watching for step-by-step and some tips. Alright, to begin, make sure everything's away from the face to get ready for your skin prep. For me, I like to use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Primer Setting Spray and the NYX Plump Right Back. Now for the full face, I'll be using the Mehron CreamBlend stick. I'll be using this pastel blue, and don't forget to get your fluffy brush. I'm gonna actually add this all over my face, and after I'm done adding the full cream makeup, I'm gonna actually set it with some setting powder. And after a few coats, it should be looking like this. And with the setting powder I'll be using is the Mehron Colorset powder. This one I'll be adding all over my face so it does not move anywhere and it doesn't look a little bit wet. Next, I'll be using the Mehron Paradise AQ palette with the navy blue and a flat brush. I'll start making the circles around my eyes. Since I don't need to do a brow cover up, I literally go over my eyebrows. If you have thicker eyebrows than mine, you can actually go over them as well, or you can do a brow cover up. As always, it's best to start with an outline first before you can fill it in, especially when you're gonna do both eyes exactly the same. Always remember that these don't have to be perfect circles, especially since the eye sockets in the skull have their own little shape. Now it's time to fill those eyes in. Make sure you're using the same navy blue color of whatever palette you're using or cream makeup, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now that we have both eyes ready, time to bring out your lightest concealer. This is for the eyeshadow that we're going to add on both eyes. And now I'm going on with the Profusion Spectrum palette using the nautical color. This is like the navy blue color from the palette that matches the cream makeup that I used. And then onto the Beauty Creations Tim Burton's multi-use palette, Why So Blue. I'm using their butterfly eyeshadow. So this one is like a shimmery blue, navy blue color, and it's so beautiful. And then I'll be doing the same thing on the other eyes, as you can see. And then now we're gonna go onto their Hopscotch dual-ended liquid liner. This one is Beloved, which is the lightest blue. I'm gonna start doing the little circles around the eye. So these kind of look like flowers after I'm done making all these little circles. Yes, they look like scales, but we're gonna do this all over the eye. Well, not all over the eye, but half of the eye. And then after you're done doing the little circles, it's time to fill them in with the same color of the liner. The reason why I only did half of the eye is because I'm going to be adding some gems on the rest of the eye. So you can see there's a lot of space. That's where all the gems will go later on. And now that we got that done, it's time to do the other side. And now we're going to be using the other side of the liner, which is called Departed, which is a darker blue. I'm going to only use this to trace over the circles that I just colored in, just to give it some more dimension and make them look more flowery. And yes, we got that all done. And now back to my Mehron palette. I'll be using the black color just to make the nose. You know, all sugar skull noses, they all gotta be all black because, you know, once you become a skull, the nose is gone. So I'm gonna add this all over my nose, and then I'm gonna start also doing the little lining on the cheeks. I actually use a angled brush to do these lines since they actually help more. And then also on the forehead, I'm going to start doing a little spider web. I'm going to make this a little bit thicker just because I'm going to be adding some gems on them later on. You can add a spider web or a flower, anything you would like on the forehead. There is no rules or exactly how to do a sugar skull design, especially on the forehead, the cheeks. You can literally just freelance, add whatever you like. But for me, my preference always is to do a spider web on the forehead. And now I'm going with another CreamBlend stick from Mehron. This one is the color purple. This is just to give it more color instead of the black and blue. So it just gives it a little, you know, a little bit cuteness. And just adds a little bit of color. And now for the chin design, I'm gonna add a little heart. You can also, like I mentioned before, you can add a flower or a spider web, whatever you like. But I'm adding a heart because, you know, Emily was looking for the love of her life. So this is like the perfect design to add onto this Catrina look. And like I mentioned before, when you do any designs, it's good to add a little bit of lines because it just gives it not just like a basic look, but just like here is this design. Love it. And now I'm going back to my lightest concealer to add on my lips. This is just to give it more, not dimension, but like basically blur out the lip color. So my lips are too pinkish, so this is just to add the white cream makeup on top to make the teeth, and also when you add the black lining. Now with the black lining, again using the same angled brush, I'm gonna add the lining to be prepared to do the teeth on the lips. I like to press my lips together so I can start doing the bottom line and I know where to start. I start to do like a little spider web kind of look on the lips, but that's where I'll be adding the lines to add the teeth. I start to do the same thing on the other side, as well as making my little fake little spider web, and then adding the lining. I kind of connect dots to also do the bottom lip as well. Also what I do is, since I'm gonna add also some black shadow under the bottom lip and also in between my lips, I kind of don't mind if it smears in between my lips because that's where I'll be adding the darkest shade as well, as I'm doing in the bottom lip. I add a little bit more of some cream makeup in between my lips just to make it a little bit more darker before I add the black eyeshadow from the multi-use palette. And then back with my angle brush, I'm gonna finish off the cheek part of the skull. This is where I'm just gonna make sure it's a little bit dark and a little bit not too thick, but something. And then I'll start adding the little lines. You can do whatever you would like to add on the cheek side. They don't have to be perfect, like I mentioned before. A sugar skull makeup look, it is whatever you will desire, what you prefer to add on. I'm just adding like squiggly lines in between. Just not like perfect straight lines that mostly everyone does, but I like to be very creative, so don't be afraid to be creative. And then with back to the eyeshadow, the Spectrum eyeshadow, I'm using the darkest blue, which is the same one I use on the eyes to give it more like a contour look all over the cheeks. You can go very extra on this. There is no little, just go crazy all over your face. Not all over your face, but give it more contour and definition. And can't forget also the sides of your forehead. It's very important to have these parts of your face also with a little contour with the same color. That's what we do all in Sugar Skull makeup. And can't forget the chin. Now back with the multi-use palette, I'm gonna be using the Baby's Breath highlighter. I'm gonna actually add this on the top corners of my cheek and also under my lips, so it kind of gives it more of a highlight on areas that just look very blank. It needs to have some glittery effect on the sugar skull, because you know sugar skulls are sugary and glimmery. You can't forget to add it on the lips as well. And next, the fun part, we're gonna add the gems. I'm using the Duo Adhesive Lash Glue. I like using this glue because it actually keeps all the gems together. It doesn't move. So I'm actually going to be doing like a dark blue and a light blue. So as you can see, like a little pattern. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now for the spider web, I'm actually going to be using like a crystal looking gem. Since these are already like stripped, I don't have to just manually one by one add them. And my extra ones that I cut off, I'm gonna put them above my cheek. Now I'm gonna be adding a little bit of pink from the Beetlejuice Sandworm lips gloss from NYX. It's not too much, but you know. And now I'm gonna add some mascara. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty. For the butterfly, this butterfly sticker is from a scrapbook sticker that I got from Dollar Tree. You can use whichever sticker you like, but I like this one. And then for the final part is you add contacts and your lashes. So let's go on with the contacts and lashes part. Just a reminder, you don't need contacts, but if you want to go above and beyond like myself, it's definitely needed. And now onto the transformation. And that was it. Tell me what you guys think. I know it's something very different from what I usually do on others. It's pretty hard to do Dia de los Muertos, like themed sugar skull themes. It's pretty hard to do it on myself. It's so easy to do on someone else because I can actually see. Oh, sorry, it's like in my mouth. Sorry, but it's just so easy to do it on someone else because I can actually look back and forth, like where the lines need to be like equal. On myself, it's like some lines it could be like up much higher than the other one, or just like because my one side it's like longer, one side is shorter because of my eyes. So it's pretty hard to do it on myself sometimes, but sometimes I do. I don't know where it comes out perfect. Sometimes it's just like I don't know what's going on. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this look, this full look. This is part 2 of Sugar Skull Emily. I've always wanted to do a Sugar Skull, but I just didn't know of who exactly, of what theme. But this one was perfect, especially because Emily is just so blue and she has butterflies, and it's just like, this is amazing. I could probably do this again on someone else, possibly. We'll see. Definitely will change a few things in the mouth, basically the lips, everything. I'll probably change it on someone else, but we'll see on who will be available to do this look. But if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel to see more. And of course, I will see you guys in the next one. But also, before I say my goodbyes, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok under Jasmine Core. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.